Hi everyone, and welcome to another video. In today's lesson we're going to learn how to make mustaches. The top one is using 8-ply, which is also equivalent to double knit in the UK or sports weight yarn in the US. And the bottom one I used worsted weight. That was my test run. I used a size G hook on this worsted weight yarn because you want a hook that is smaller than what is recommended for your yarn. And this one is 8-ply, like I just said, and I used a 3.25 or a D size hook for that one. Doesn't take much yarn at all. Easy to do. We're going to follow along with the written pattern today. They keep moving. And let's get started on the lesson. We are going to need a sewing needle with a large eye, a pair of scissors, a crochet hook. I'm using a 3.25mm, which is also a size D or a 3. I'm using 8-ply yarn. It's equivalent to double knit or a sports weight yarn. But you could also use worsted weight, and I would probably try and use an F size hook. You want really tight tension, so whatever hook size that you can use to give you tight tension, because you want the stitches to be sort of snug. You don't want them to be all loosey as Mikey from the Crochet crowd would say, because it would make it look really ugly. You want it nice and firm. Don't want it flimsy, want it firm. So once you've printed off your pattern, like I said, the link will be below in the description box. The stitches that we're using is slip stitch, chain, single crochet, half double, double, treble. I'm going to take it nice and slow, so if you haven't done those stitches before, don't panic, you will be able to learn them here. So the yarn can be any thickness. Just use a crochet hook that is smaller than what is recommended. It will recommend a crochet hook size on the label of the yarn that you're using. Well, it should. If not, just experiment a little. Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to chain 19. So make a slip knot. However you make yours, doesn't matter. It's all good. We're going to chain 19. So the first one on our hook doesn't count. So 1, 2, 3. Keep going. So after we've made our chain of 19, we're going to single crochet into the second chain from the hook. We don't count the one that's on our hook. This is the first one, and that is the second one. So we're going to single crochet, and we're going to half double crochet into the next one. And in the pattern it says, instead of me writing into the next stitch do this and into the next stitch do that, I'm just going to type what it is I want you to do into the chain, and each chain will have one stitch until we get to the last chain. And what I've got is just a list of stitches. It was just a lot easier to keep track when we were testing the pattern, so a big thank you for my testers. When the ladies were testing it, we just kept getting confused because there was so much text to read. So putting in a list like this is so much easier. So our next stitch is another half double crochet. Next one's a double crochet. And a double crochet. Treble, so that's wrapping twice, working our treble, just going to zoom out slightly, there we go, double crochet, half double crochet, so wrapping, pulling up and pulling through all 3, a slip stitch into the next one, so just go into the chain, pull through and pull through, half double crochet, double crochet, so wrapping our yarn, pull through 2 and pull through 2, a treble, so that's wrapping twice, going into that one, a double crochet, so wrapping once, pull through 2 and then pull through 2, double crochet, double crochet, so wrap once, and a half double crochet, so half double crochet, another half double crochet, and then it says 2 single crochets into the last chain, but I seem to have an extra one, but that is fine because I would rather have too many than not enough. So single crochet twice into the last stitch, so 1 and 2. I would say I got distracted when I was doing my chain because if that or I just can't count. But what we can do is we can undo it. That's the beauty of it. So we just need to wiggle wiggle and pull out the loop, just to pull out one because we want to undo one chain, and then pull that tight and that will do our knot again. See, we don't have an extra stitch there, which that's great. You couldn't even tell I had an extra one. And now it says working down the other side of the chain and in between the stitches, not the chain. What that means is if we work into the chain, it may leave a big loop, so we're not going to do that. So we're going to work in between the stitches. So we want to do a single crochet. This one's going to be a little bit difficult, just this one, because we want to go in between the 2 stitches. There's a single crochet here and a single crochet there. We want to work in between. We're going to work a single crochet. We're going to work a half double crochet, so in between the next 2 stitches, one's there and one's there. In between, you can work into the chain if you want to, that's fine. I prefer to work in between though. So a half double crochet again, so working in between. We've worked in between that one. Here's the next stitch. Here's the next stitch, so we want to work in between, so in there for a half double crochet. We want to do 4, I'm just having a count there so I don't lose count, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 double crochets over the next 4 stitches, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, half double crochet, and it says tightly slip stitch around the whole moustache, not just the stitch. So instead of going in here somewhere, we're actually going to go under there, grab our yarn. If you want to work into the stitch you can, but I'm going to work it this way. We're keeping this tight, yarn tight up here, and pulling through. So make sure that yarn's tight. half double crochet into the next lot of stitches, or the gap between the next lot. So half double crochet, come on, don't make me look very professional here. Crochet hook, try again. Haha, gotcha. Okay, so next one's double crochet. And now the sun's coming out. It hasn't been out all day. Excuse me for 2 seconds. Is that it? Oh man. You know when you have one of those days? Well, that's what my day is today. It's so much fun. Alright, we're going to do double crochet. And then another one. Double crochet. This yarn is just really not being good today. Half double crochet. Double crochet. Sorry, half double crochet. And then single crochet in the last one, and then we're just going to slip stitch. We're going to slip stitch here, just on the corner there, just so it makes it nice and even, and it'll give it a nice shape. It won't have that funny bit on the end. And it says leave a long tail if you're going to sew it onto something. If not, cut off a normal size tail that you would need. I'm not sure what I'm going to use this for, so I'm actually going to use a long tail myself. So I've got like about 10 inches, 25 centimeters. I'm going to pull through and pull tight. Then grabbing yarn needle, we're going to sew in the starting tail, because we don't want that one. That's the one's our ugly one. I do have a needle with a bigger eye somewhere, but I think it's in my crochet case. So just sewing it under some stitches, pulling through. Probably use that as some leaves as well if you wanted to. But today, it's a mustache. So cute. And that's it. That's the end of our little lesson today. Very quick one, which was good. Something very cute to sew on many different projects. Hats, scarves, you name it, you could attach it. And I'm sure you can use moustaches for plenty of other things as well. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that lesson. Please share your creation on our Facebook page. We'd love to see what everyone's been making over there. I hope you're having a fantastic week. Don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends. And all my new patterns and written patterns are uploaded on my website. Links are below in the description box. And until next time, happy crochet!